Hello everyone, today we are going to be talking about whether or not the Avalanche have already won their division or not. Now before we start, please make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, and then join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing if you're new. Appreciate it so much. Now let's get to it. So the Avalanche are on a roll as of late, winning their last 9 games, but have they already won their division? Which seems like an early thing to talk about, but I was looking at the standings today and I thought it'd be a fun video to do. And my answer is maybe. And if the current standings are an indicator, then yes. Colorado holds a 7-point lead over the second place Nashville Predators in the Central with 3 games in hand compared to the Preds. And their 7-point cushion is the most by any division in the league right now, with the second biggest divisional lead being the Florida Panthers' 3-point lead over the Lightning in the Atlantic. While that's definitely impressive for Colorado, could we chalk this all up to their hot streak? After all, they've gone 14-0-1 in their past 15 games, picking up a possible 29 out of 30 points. So, my answer is no. I don't think that this is all just chalked up to a hot streak and that there's, going to be people saying that they're not a quality team, because we knew that. And I think most people would agree that we came into the season knowing Colorado was a great team, not just a good team, but a great team, and one of the teams you expected to win a Stanley Cup after winning the President's Trophy last year with a lot of controversy and Vegas fans getting mad, but they did win it, and that was something that we knew coming into the year. And after a slow start to the year, slow by their standards, they're finally hitting their stride in my eyes. Also, you have to remember at the start of the year, they dealt with, I can't even remember all the stuff that they dealt with. They lost a lot of guys for a lot of reasons. I believe COVID was some of it, and then some injuries. And they were missing some guys, just like Darren Hill. Superstar Nathan MacKinnon is expected to miss 3 games for a concussion and then a facial fracture, I believe. But they've still found ways to win. The Avs, as we know, are built very deep. And this team in general, I just think, is a team that is able to weather the storms that most other teams couldn't do. Very much so like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has faced a lot of adversity this year, and they're second in their division, even though they have just had to deal with so many things. Compared to a team like Edmonton, you look at Draisaitl or McDavid, if they went down, you could only imagine what would happen there. Instead, Colorado has been able to hit 30 wins on the season, and it only took them 41 games. That all being said, do I think that they've already won the division with 40 games for them left to play? Fortunately, for fans of Central teams, I think yes, it's already a done deal, and I know that might sound crazy, but outside of Minnesota, I really can't see Nashville or St. Louis catching up. Both of these teams have less points than the Avs, and they've played more games than them, and I did love some of the moves that St. Louis made this offseason to get better, but I don't see them catching up in time. And then Nashville, I'm just not even sure how they were here. I really thought that they would take a step back this year. I'm going to have to do a deep dive into that maybe as to why they're doing so much better. But yeah, I don't see them beating out Colorado over an 82-game season. And I think that leaves Minnesota as the only true team that could catch up to them in my eyes. And while they do have a chance, I wouldn't hold your breath, Minnesota fans. They're 10 points back of the Avs, and while yes, they do have 3 games in hand, I just couldn't see it really happening. Factor in that Colorado already has 65 points in 42 games played. Even if they played, 500 level hockey and they just won 20 of their last 40 games, you're looking at a team that is going to hit 105 points on the year. Are you going to catch that? Probably not, because I'm not even factoring overtime losses, and I'm assuming that they're going to win more than half of their games, at least 25 games. We're looking at a team that could be an all-time great team if things progress towards the back half of the season. So I just find it really unlikely that Minnesota could do it. And don't get me wrong, Minnesota's got a very good, promising team, but they would probably have to go on a historically great run to beat out the Avalanche for the division title. Does it really mean anything in the grand scheme of things? Not really, and we've seen before that division winners and even the best team in the league, you know who I'm talking about, can be knocked out in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. But we do also know that winning your division should theoretically make your path to the Stanley Cup and to hoisting the Stanley Cup easier. So we'll have to see. Do you think the Avs have already won the division halfway through the year, or am I jumping the gun? Let me know down in the comments below. And before you go, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and then join the Hockey Brigade by subscribing if you're new. Again, I appreciate it so much. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. You go love hockey, all right. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.